Hello and welcome to Food Trail with me, Shubhra Mukherjee. We're amidst the Northeast Festival and this time I'm going to take you through the culinary and the cultural delights of the Seven Sisters. So come and join me. Similar yet distinct. The land of the Seven Sisters is home to India's largest collection of tribal communities who migrated into Indian land via Burma. Forming into prominent tribal groups, each maintains its own identity in terms of culture of language, art and most importantly, food. Living closely with nature, the cuisine of these regions is mostly simple and largely non-vegetarian and also inspired by the Burmese and Chinese cooking styles. But sadly, this richness remains unexplored till date, and through initiatives like the Northeast Festival, the gap between them and the other states bridges.
We don't use oil. Yes, everything is steam. We eat a lot of rice, that is steamed rice. We eat, you name it, pork, chicken, fish, everything we steamed. So if you buy, I've been living in Delhi for so many years and I just 1 liter of oil, it'll last me like 3 months.
As the food is very different from the rest of India, foodies from all corners of the city thronged throughout the day to get the authentic flavors of Northeast. This cuisine involves using a lot of natural ingredients like dried yam and bamboo shoot and many different herbs. Organic tea leaves wrapped in bamboo and the best ghost chilies were there for the people to buy.
Most of the people, they don't know that Northeast cuisine is a vast cuisine. We have 100 types of herbs, to put in. And talking about that, now people have really, they are attracted to Northeast food as it is good for health. It has all these herbs and all, it has medicinal properties.
From dawn till dusk, many a mouths explored the tasty dishes, and finally it was my time too. A little bit of every state was what I preferred to get a holistic experience. So first I introduced my taste buds to deep fried pork ribs served with some crunchy veggies along with Assam's chicken korika cooked with rare herbs and much more. Now I've had the pork ribs over here and I must say they are very, very tender and very succulent. The meat is very juicy because of the thick lining of fat which the pork rib comes along with, and this makes all the difference to a pork meat. And if you love Northeastern cuisine, then this is the first dish you taste. The main course was more like home-cooked comfort food. Fish is a favorite in Tripura and Assam due to the close proximity to the Bay of Bengal. The other staple is rice, a dominant cereal of the region, and along with different pork preparations. A pleasing meal which was simple and satisfying. Now this is the fish curry that I just had. It is very similar to the mache jhol, the Bengali version of fish curry from the Bengal side that we have, and as I'm a Bengali, fish is a very staple item in our household. So this is very very tasty. It has a subtle tangy taste because of the elephant apple that has been used, or chalta as we call it. Really nice, and a unique flavor of fish you'll get.
And finally, I prefer to end my meal with Nagaland's special soup.
After having so many chutneys and a variety of gravies, this soup, the Amrusu soup, which is made with rice and shredded chicken, is a taste easer because it has subtle flavors, and the added lemony hint to it gives you the essential cooling effect in your mouth, which is very essential after this very spicy meal.
After that culinary delight, it was time for a musical marathon. Assamese music sensation Zubin Garg was among the many that brought in the magic of the Northeast.